So people often ask me, how did you raise so many entrepreneurial children? And my answer is always the same. It wasn't an accident. I didn't just hope my kids would think differently. I was intentional about the conversations we had in our home. And while many families only talk about what happened today, we spent time talking about the future, not just with them, but with all their friends too. We talked about goals, we talked about ownership, business ideas. We talked about creating opportunities instead of waiting for opportunities. We talked about solving problems and making an impact. I taught my kids that a job could provide income, but ownership could create options. Now, I didn't set out to just convince them to only be business owners, but I didn't limit their options to only what I felt would make money. I talked to them more about pursuing passion instead. So while one of my kids still graduated from Harvard Law School and became a lawyer, she also started her own fitness clothing line and taught day trading classes. Because I wanted them to find ways to operate in their gifts, and the money I felt would always come. One thing I recommend every family to do is have a weekly future conversation time. Set aside 15, 30, 45 minutes, no social media or phones, and ask them questions like, what do you want your life to look like in 5 years? Or what problem would you like to solve? Or if money wasn't an issue, what would you love to do? Or what skills are you developing right now? Or what business or career interests you? These conversations plant seeds, and children tend to move in the direction of the conversations they hear the most often. So if all they hear about is surviving, they'll learn how to just survive. But if they hear about creating and building and leading and owning, they'll begin to see those possibilities for themselves. Intentional conversations create intentional outcomes. The future just doesn't happen, you guys. It's often spoken into existence, one conversation at a time. So here's a challenge. This week, schedule a future conversation with your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, or mentees, and then come back and tell me one thing that you learned about their dreams. You'd be surprised how you can help them step outside the box and get them on the track towards ownership. Let's scale.